Millipedes were some of the first animals on land. Here's some that'll make your skin crawl. This recently discovered species is technically the first true millipede. It has over 1,000 legs. Males have 818, females have 1,306, which is now a world record for legs. I just want you to guess where they found it. Say it out loud. Yeah, Australia. Living 180 feet underground. The largest millipede was alive 300 million years ago. Arthropleura. They could get to 10 feet long, making them the largest land invertebrate to ever exist, that we know of. And the pink dragon millipede, another one that's alive today. They live in Thailand. You're probably familiar with the rule to not touch brightly colored animals because they can be poisonous or dangerous of some sort. That's definitely true for them. Their defense mechanism is cyanide. They shoot cyanide out of their body to protect themselves from predators. So, stay away.
This newly discovered species is called the Chiasmodon. It can swallow a prey 10 times its size, but after digestion the stomach returns to normal. They often die from a burst stomach.
This is a new deep-sea specimen. It's a type of sea cucumber that looks like it has Cheetos inside of it. Scientists discovered it off the coast of Honolulu at a depth of 7,221 feet. The orange part inside of its body is actually its intestines, and on the outside are its tentacles. One thing scientists have realized exploring the deep sea is it's a lot of sea cucumbers. They're even at the bottom of the Mariana Trench, and this one is so newly discovered that it doesn't even have a name yet.
Scientists have found an ultra blackfish that absorbs 99.5% of all light. They found the species off the Gulf of Mexico and California. They found 16 species to be exact. It's been said that they have evolved to absorb all this light so that they evade predators deep down in the ocean. And they're actually being studied now for potential applications in infrared cameras, telescopes, and even art and fashion. They discovered these back in July of this year, 2021. And this is so interesting to me. This alien species lived way down in the ocean, so what else is down there? And why don't we spend more time doing research into the ocean instead of space? I feel like we spent a lot of time working with space, and now we need to spend time finding out what is in our oceans. Or maybe the governments already know. Let me know your thoughts on this. Comment and follow.
It's the coolest thing that we're still discovering new animals all the time. Here are 4 new species recently discovered. Introducing the Emperor Dumbo octopus. These guys live more than 4,000 feet underwater, making them one of the deepest living octopi known to science. Next is the nano chameleon, barely larger than a fingernail, discovered in Madagascar. Interestingly, these guys don't change colour like other chameleon species do. This is the bright orange bat, found in West Africa in caves and mining tunnels. Sadly, these guys are considered vulnerable and already endangered. This snake is called Suzhen's kite. These guys were discovered in China, but there are 14 other species of banded kite snake that all look very similar. However, each species has a different venom composition, which is an important factor when producing antivenom.
The American pocket shark is only the second recorded species of pocket shark. They may be small, however the name is because of the gland behind the pectoral fins. The shark also has light-producing organs all over its body, which possibly helps the shark glow in the deep dark depths.
If we hop in the Benz, is that okay? Is it okay if I call you my pride babe? I ain't no player, I just got a lot of bait. But let me tell you what.
In 2010, beneath the rocky floor of Cayol Cave on Luzon Island in the Philippines, researchers uncovered the fossils of a previously unknown human species. The newfound teeth and bones combined both primitive and modern traits in a way that was previously never seen before. The new species was dubbed as Homo luzonensis, Luzon man. The bones date to at least 50,000 years ago, whilst the oldest activity on Luzon itself dates to around 700 to 600,000 years ago with the arrival of Homo erectus. Homo luzonensis was similar to us in certain ways, but at the same time it was very archaic, showing similar features to older members of our genus Homo. It had curved fingers and toe bones, suggesting that climbing trees was still an important activity for this human specimen. Homo luzonensis was also very short, only 4 feet tall. The discovery of Homo luzonensis adds another twist to our already complex human family tree. The more we find out, the more we realize how complicated this story really is.
To add on to the good news coming in this week, 2 new species of marsupials were found in Australia. Both species are classified as greater gliders, so they're similar to sugar gliders and flying squirrels that can glide between trees. Before this discovery, it was thought that there was only 1 species of greater glider, but now it turns out that there's actually 3. There's the northern, central, and southern greater glider species. And what determined that they're actually all separate species was genetics. Even though all 3 species look really similar, their inability to viably reproduce makes them 3 separate species. And on a slightly related note, who else is super excited to have a president in the office that believes in science again? Scientists discovered a new species of fluffy crab that wears a sponge as a hat. The crab trims off a little piece of sponge and uses its hind legs to hold the sponge over its head. And over time, the sponge will mold into the shape of a perfect protective helmet. The crab is fluffy on its own to help camouflage, and the sponge adds an extra layer of this, as well as noxious chemicals to deter predators. The crab was found in, you guessed it, Australia. Scientists just discovered this new shark species that was alive 93 million years ago. They're calling it the eagle shark based on its extremely bizarre wing-like fins. They're 5.5 feet long with a fin span of 6 feet, and there were no teeth found on the fossil. So scientists hypothesized that these sharks were slow-moving gliders that fed on plankton. Eagle sharks roamed the Earth's waters at the same time as the dinosaurs, and it's possible that they went extinct at the same time, but as of right now, that's unclear.
What is the most recent new animal species discovered? When I looked it up, I was surprised to see that we're constantly finding new species. In 2019 alone, there were 71 new species between plants and animals, including 17 fish, 15 geckos, 8 flowering plants, 6 sea slugs, 5 arachnids, 4 eels, 3 ants, 2 corals, and 2 lizards. This year they even found this primate called a kimpunji.